Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share a couple of probably 12 items that I no longer purchase, or either people around me that I've seen that purchase that I don't personally purchase. So that's just because either it doesn't align with my goals or it doesn't actually add that much tangible value to my life, and I'd much rather just save that money and invest it. So let's just jump right into it. As I said, I don't necessarily purchase all of these things personally or have previously, but I've seen a lot of people purchase these on an everyday basis, and I'm like, that's not actually that much needed, you know? So first things first, plastic bottles, no one needs them. Just have your own bottle. Let's just do better for the environment. Plastic, straws as well, you don't need single-use straws. Just use a reusable straw, use your reusable bottle. I think we can all be better citizens and do our part, you know? And how much money do you spend just buying just random bottles? That adds up. So might as well just use your own bottle every time. And it just becomes an extension of you, just like your phone. Just like your phone and your bottle. Before you're ready to leave, you check if you have those two things and then you can go. Next thing is online shopping or in-person shopping, but let's face it, who shops in person anymore? Just going to the sale section. If I actively try to practice and just to look at the item itself, and if I like the item, then thinking about buying it. And that actually leads me to my next point, and that's purchasing seasonal clothing. So things that are trendy currently that won't be trendy next season, or that look good right now but they're not effortless, timeless pieces that you can invest in and use over and over again. So definitely investing in high quality pieces. So things I no longer buy, any discounted items. I mean, if they happen to be on discount, that's great, perfect. But if not, I'm still gonna purchase them if it's a high quality piece that I know I'm gonna be wearing a lot. Next item is jewelry. Honestly, again, the whole theme of this is quality over quantity. So jewelry, invest in a couple of pieces that you love. I have one necklace. This one, I have one or two sets of earrings. I wear those every day. I know I love them. I'm always gonna reach towards them. I don't need to change that much. I know there's some special occasions, but they're so rare. Just have a couple things and you should be good to go. Next item is not an item, it's more like a lifestyle choice, but a lot of 20-somethings just go out and get takeout. So I mean, that doesn't hurt. Sometimes that's good if you wanna do that occasionally, I'd say. But the thing is, it leads into a lifestyle if you don't have proper boundaries, proper expectations, and you don't outline how often you're gonna be purchasing takeout. So let's say ordering in, that's something you do once a week. Okay, sure. But the thing is, it happens more than just once a week. When there's no boundaries, you just oh, okay, well, let's just get it today. Oh, maybe in 2 days. Oh, I'm busy. So it kind of just becomes a lifestyle, and sooner or later at the end of the month you check out your bill and you're like, wow, this is crazy. So I personally like to outline this. I don't personally get takeout ever. Probably done that twice in my life, but that's just me. But in general, I'd say having proper expectations, saying maybe once a week, 4 times a month. Okay, that sounds reasonable, that sounds good. But I see a lot of 20s just living, just going around and just having takeout all the time, and that's a slippery slope right there. And the amount of money you can save is just ridiculous. I find that it's more important for me to save, to invest in experiences, as opposed to just getting something material or food where it's a one-time thing and you don't necessarily remember that, unless it's a memorable experience where you can enjoy the food with your friends, you're going out, it's a good time, then yes, I'd love that. Next thing is going to be candles. I feel like we were previously in an era where candles were so big and everybody and their mom was buying candles. So honestly, again, like, I have a couple of candles that I like, and I just try to use the concept of like finishing something before I buy something else. Like, I tend to notice that like there's always that next thing that people want to buy, and I'm just like, well, first finish what you have. Like, if you bought something that you loved in the first place, you're gonna take the time to enjoy it, finish that, and then buy a new one. So you don't need to actually like spend that much money, because you're gonna have taken the time to found something that you really like, a candle you really like, and maybe you would have spent a little more money as opposed to just buying the next scent, and just buying the next scent. And then the next item would be notepads, or just like small little discretionary things that you don't necessarily need, but like at the store it seems like you need them. They create that need for you, and then you just think you need it and you buy it. So like, personally, I'll just have a couple of notepads that I want and I need, or in general, like if you want to get organized, you only need one or two. It's all about the execution of them. They are a tool to help you get organized. That's not gonna do it. You still gotta go and organize yourself and just make those things happen. It seems like more often than not, a lot of people will think that by purchasing a notepad, they have become organized, but that's a tool to help you get organized. So I try not to go overboard. Just buy one or two things and just use them, and then when I'm done, buy something else. So the next item is beauty products. I feel like we live in such a consumer-centric society. There's always brands that are coming up with like new technologies and new ways, and that's great, but realistically, I've fallen into this trap too, but realistically, think about it. Like, you can only use so many things. You can only put so many things on your face, or you can only use so many things when you shower. You don't need that much. So again, like, I find just buying one thing, doing my research, buying the one thing that I like, and then finishing that all the way, and then buying something else. Like, if I truly like that from the beginning, I wouldn't be reaching out for another product, because I would really be enjoying the first product in the first place. That's a good rule. I like, a rule of thumb that I have usually in my head is, if it's something that's over my budget, or like I'm thinking about purchasing, I'll wait at least 24 hours. Like, I'll put it in my cart online and I'll wait 24 hours. And if I'm still thinking about that, then I'll think about purchasing it. But then again, I'll ask the people around me, like my fiance or anyone. I'll ask, like, is this something I really need? Do I see myself using this every day? And if after that 24 hours, and if after talking about it with your close ones, you still feel like you need it, then purchase it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, so that's good. But just going around and purchasing like the next thing, it's just not good. And then you just tend to just want the next thing, and it becomes a mindset, and eventually becomes a lifestyle. You always want the next best thing. So that's a big one. Beauty products, hair products, nail products. Actually, that leads me right into my next point, which is like manicures and like pedicures, and like any service that's like a one-time fee. I feel like that's not super useful, and again, like, I personally don't enjoy it as much. I guess I do enjoy to get my lashes done or something. I guess I choose one service, but like, personally, I don't enjoy getting my nails done, so that's not something I want to spend my money on. I think you gotta pick something that you enjoy. The next thing is books, and I want to specify here, I'm talking about physical books. I honestly don't tend to buy physical books that much. Most of the time I find myself just purchasing an audiobook from Audible or wherever. Honestly, there's a lot of free books on YouTube that if there's a book that's very popular, I'll just search it up on YouTube, and it's right there for free, and you can just listen to it. I never find time to sit down and read, but there's so many small times in the day where you're just doing dishes or you're throwing out the trash or whatever, just small things that you do, that you have time to listen to 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there. So that time adds up, and then before you know it, by the end of the month, you've read a whole book. So there you go. And then 2 more items. So this one is sunglasses. Honestly, I don't spend money on any like expensive sunglasses. I'll buy like something decent for nothing too expensive, because I know those break during summer. Like, it's hard to usually like maintain them. If you're not too careful, you can sit on them. I just find that that's not something I value, so I don't spend too much money on sunglasses. And then the very last item is just like any drinks, like carbonated drinks, like soda, Coke, like any of those. I feel like, first of all, that doesn't go hand in hand with like a healthy lifestyle, and I don't personally enjoy those. And so on top of those, like just regular carbonated drinks, I'd say like going out and like any like actual drinks, that's quite an expensive. Going out, those are quite expensive, and those add up so fast. Just going out like once a week can be reasonable, but then going out a couple times a week, that really adds up. Personally, I just don't tend to spend money on drinks. What really helps here is, quick tip, this is just my situation. I like work in a restaurant, so those times where usually people tend to go out, I tend to have to work. So usually I'm making money instead of spending money, and I don't have that window of going out to spend all of my money. So that's usually what I've done. If these small things that I just no longer buy just have helped me spend less money and use that money to invest it or save it for something that I know I'll be more appreciative, I'll be more intentional. These small items that I've chosen just to stop purchasing and making these healthier choices have helped me become more intentional, and I feel like I remember those more, and that just goes on hand in hand with my values, and that's pretty much it. I just noticed that a lot of 20-somethings spend their money on all of these things, and I find that I feel actually like lighter. I feel clutter-free, my environment's good, my brain is not as fogged with any like drinks or any of that. So these are items that I just no longer choose to spend my money on. Honestly, I feel so much better, and yeah. Please let me know, what is that one item that has been a game changer for you on just spending your money, that you just don't find that you just don't get the best bang for your buck, or it's not actually that valuable as you may seem. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!